What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Ball on the budget himself. We back out with another video. Let's go. What's going on, YouTube? We back at it with another video. Like I said, I try to work on the Chevy little by little each day. Today's goal, we're going to go ahead and try to install the throttle cable. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show y'all pretty much what I did and everything so far, and some of the stuff I had to get. And then I'm about to show y'all the next plan of what I'm gonna do, and then just basically show y'all how to install the throttle cable. You don't gotta do what I'm doing, but this is just what I'm doing. So let's just get straight to it. Hold on. All right, YouTube, the throttle cable I got off Amazon, just a braided cable here. That section right there where the firewall is at, I gotta clean it off because it has some of the sticky residue on the firewall, but I took out the factory throttle cable and I put that grommet in there so it can still look good when I install the new cable. This is the factory one. So the factory one has this, I don't know what you want to call it. It has this little connector. Let me so y'all can see. It has this connector here that goes in the firewall. I cut it, as you can see. Let the camera focus. I cut it, and then this is the old throttle cable. So I'm gonna show y'all what I had to do. So I was trying to connect it up under here, but to connect to the throttle cable, you gotta lock it in the C on your throttle, on your pedal. So that C that's right there, that's where it connects. So right now, I unmounted it from those 3 holes right there, because this connector, as you can see, has a pin in it, and then there's a collar on the pin that has to go through. It has to go through here. So when I put that on, when it was mounted, it was hitting this wall. So I actually got to bend this bracket up. This is just a protector bracket to protect this from getting snagged by anything, because it's a cable that's going to run there. So I'm gonna bend this up just a little bit so that it clears. And I'm also gonna paint this since I didn't pull it out and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some paint. You know, cause it's a little rough. So hold on, man. We cleaned up the throttle pedal. As y'all seen it before, it was real bad. So I hit it with wire wheel and pretty much got it back down to pretty much raw metal. I'm about to paint it so it can be cleaner when I'm remounting and connected and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead, put y'all back on once I tape off some parts and then spray it down. But this is the spot I couldn't get. I'm probably gonna hit it with a wire brush. So let me get in the shade so y'all can see. See, that's the section I couldn't get right there, but everywhere else I got it down. So I'm gonna tape it off and show y'all in a second. I'll be right back. I decided to prop y'all up so y'all can see exactly what I did. I used this and just went over it and cleaned what I could. But as you can see, you can't get in those corners. And then right here, I can't get, so I use the wire brush. I'm using the wire brush to get up in there as much as possible. As y'all can see, I kind of got most of it. And move all of this stuff, and then we go ahead, set this up like this. I'm using this spray And we're gonna go ahead and put it in the booth. Spray the handle. And we're gonna let it air dry for a second and then I'll put y'all back on. So hold on. All right, YouTube, we got it painted up. It looks a whole lot better, y'all. Looks a whole lot better, don't it? Look brand new. Even though you're not gonna see it inside the car because technically it's mounted on the firewall inside the car. So you don't even see this section. You only usually see the pedal and maybe a little bit of the rod. But this was just a peace of mind for me. I had to clean it, paint it, and also give it some, the paint has enamel protecting on it. So I'm just letting it dry right now. And then I mounted the throttle cable. So into that section, it's a little loose. Let me show y'all. I gotta tighten it up inside of there, or I think I'm gonna need to get a washer to put on the back side of the silver piece, so that it gives it more of a support, because the throttle cable housing isn't as big as that circle grommet. So I'm just showing y'all. And then the line's gonna run here, and then I gotta hook up the bracket for here and then run the line to this bracket so we can have the throttle cable. So just be patient with your boy, we coming. So I'm about to go ahead and mess with this and then put y'all back on. Hold on. All right, YouTube. So, you know, I'll show y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly. When I was beating this bracket up so it can clear, to bend it up, I popped it off of here. But it's okay because it's all held in with the bolts that are right there. I connected the cable, as y'all can see, it's connected. It has a C-clamp on it. So now I'm gonna mount it to that floor. So give me 1 second. All right, YouTube. I know y'all see that over there. All of that, that's the old alarm system and some other bullshit that was on here, but none of that should be there. That's why I'm not messing with it, because when the car get wired up, all of that's coming out getting cleaned up. So don't fret. For those that seeing that in the background, they're like, damn, I said the same thing, but all of that's gonna get cleaned up, so I ain't worried about it. But as y'all can see, we got that floor pedal done. I'm tightening it up now. I gotta screw that in, but I'm gonna show y'all. If y'all look at here, I had to kind of bend the bracket, this bracket, because this hovers over this. But because the cable system that I have, as y'all can see, this is technically supposed to be up like this so it can feed the wire. And now look, when I adjust the wire on the outside of the car, this essentially is gonna go back and forth. So I'm about to pull the cable out there so y'all can see how tight it pulls it up. So hold on. All right, so now I adjusted the cable out here. I tightened it up. I basically took all the slack out. I had to adjust it with an Allen wrench, real small one, like this. Okay. So I adjusted it now. Now we're gonna go back into the car and show y'all what it looked like up under here. So hold on. So now, as y'all can see, I took out a lot of that slack. So now, let me see. That throttle cable is shorter. And now it's a lot shorter. See? So now when I pull, it's tight right now. See how the pedal is now sitting up? The pedal is off of the ground. So now when I push on it, it's tight. I tighten it up as much as possible. So now I have to hook up the outside cable to the throttle body to adjust it to get that tight pull. But this bracket here is to protect so nothing won't hit your throttle cable wire, but I had to bend it up a little bit. So hold on. All right, YouTube, as y'all can see, the pedal is installed, it's off the ground. So it has some play here. So I gotta go up and adjust it, but it's hard to do with one person. So I had my old lady help me a little bit, but it's hard to do. But as y'all can see here, it still got some play in it. And then I gotta figure out how I wanna mount this cable. I'll probably put it underneath my reservoir, because I don't think I wanna go up and over. I don't know, I might. How that look? Up and over or underneath? Y'all tell me. Up and over like that, or underneath like this, or potentially loosen this up. I don't know how. If I put it behind the regulator and I mount it to the firewall to bring like the slack off so it can run along the frame rail like this. Let me see. If I did that directly, and I did that, and I put a tie down right here on the throttle cable to keep it nice and straight. How that look? But I do it behind that fuel fitting. So I do it right there. Run it here. See, there's a lot of slack here. Let me fix that. See, there's a lot of slack here, so we gotta adjust it. But the problem I'm running into right now is the bracket that mounts to this. I might have to make a custom bracket because it goes here, but as y'all can see, it's hitting this fitting. So we're definitely gonna have to probably cut this bracket in half, guys. We might have to modify this, cut this bracket in half, because this bracket gives you 2 slots, one for your throttle cable and one for your cruise control. We don't have that on here, so I might have to cut from here over off, because it's hitting my fitting right now. Because I can't, because that's where these are supposed to screw in to here and secure it. But essentially this goes in here like this, you know. So like if I unscrew this fitting, let me show y'all. So if I unscrew this fitting and raise it up like that, then this bracket mounts like this. And as y'all can see, it's real close. So that's why I said we're gonna have to let me see. There's no other way to really mount this. What if I do it upside down? Will it change the position of it? Because the mounting hole has to line up. I don't know, I might do it this way, or I might do it this way. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, don't want to lose that. But I'm gonna have to cut it because it's too close to my fittings. So we're gonna have to cut off the cruise control bracket probably to modify that. So then this can screw onto here, and I'll screw this onto here, and then I can get the better adjustment, and then I can feed this line, like I said, behind the fitting regulator. And I might tap and mount it there like I just showed y'all. Let me see. I might go ahead and do that and bring it closer like this so it can run along inside the fuel line. So I don't know, we'll see. But let me go ahead and flip the camera around. All right, YouTube, I know I said I was gonna flip the camera around, but I just found a screw and bolt in my kit over here for my tie downs, which I'm also gonna need one of these too, so I might as well grab one for the line to see while I'm over here. But I had some cause that kit come with some self-tap screws and some other screws and nuts. So I found something. Let's see if this also mounts inside of here like this. And it does. It makes it look nice and neat. So we're gonna definitely run that on the firewall. And then we got it mounted. It ain't super tight. It can move back and forth. But how is it looking, y'all? So now I'm gonna probably take that fuel line off, feed the line behind there. So give me 1 second to do that, and I'll put y'all back on. So hold on. All right, YouTube, we back. I had to unscrew that, put it behind there, and I think I'm gonna tap right here and put this here to get a line some flow, and then it runs along the frame rail inside of there. Ooh, she dusty. And then right here, like I said, this is not, I ain't super tighten it down. I ain't tighten it down all the way. I just wanted to mock up the bracket. I'm still gonna probably have to modify that bracket because, as y'all can see here, this hits. Once I install this this AN fitting, it's gonna hit and we're gonna have some problems. So I'm gonna have to trim like either this section off or just trim the whole thing off here. We just go ahead and cut it right down the middle right here, and then it'll clear, and then it won't be, you know what I'm saying. But right now it's looking pretty decent. I got it in there. I gotta adjust it a little bit. Like I said, it still need work, but it's not 100% done. But it look a lot better though, I will say. So hold on. All right, YouTube, that concludes today's video. We got a little bit done. Like I said, I'm trying to get little by little done as I'm getting more parts in, and I'm waiting on some stuff and waiting on my turn to get into this shop to get all dialed in and wired up. So go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think of the video, man. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all doing for y'all setups. Go ahead, like the video, man. Comment on the video. Keep me in the algorithm with everybody else's videos out here that's creating car content in the big rim culture or in the box Chevy culture. So go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, and we out.